everybody! Oh my gosh, welcome to the first ever Love and London virtual pub quiz. Thank you so much for joining. I am Jess, your quiz master for the day, for this evening. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Hope we can have a little bit of fun. And let's just jump right into it. So I have my list of things that we're going to talk about before we actually start the quiz. And thank you to everybody who is in the live chat right now. I'm also going to actually turn on Instagram so that we can do Instagram Live too. Fabulous. Okay, so if you have never done a pub quiz before, then here is how it goes. This is like a really big thing in the UK. Pubs usually put these on like the slower evenings. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, when not as many people are going to the pub and they want to get people in to have some fun and have some drinks and stuff like that. So I'm a quiz master, and what I will be doing is reading off a bunch of questions, and then you're going to be answering them. It's not, hopefully it's fairly straightforward. If you have signed up to potentially win the prize, then you will know that if you need to fill out the Google form that was in the email that was sent yesterday and today with your team's answers. And usually what I would say is, even if you're just playing at home just for fun, even if you're not going to be entering your answers, usually it's fun to have a team of people. So I would say up to 4 people on your team, and then you can text each other, or if you're in the house together, then you can converse together and come up with your answers all together. And we will go through all of the answers at the end once everyone has submitted their answers into the Google form, and you will get to see how many you got right and got wrong. Okay. So someone's asked, where do you get the link? So you only got the link if you signed up in advance to get the link, because we only sent it to the people who have signed up to actually play. But you can obviously just play at home on your own. And then if we do this again, I will again publicize the link where you sign up to be able to enter to win the prize, which I will talk about in a little bit. So let's see. Is London on lockdown? Yes, it is. And I'm not even in London. So yep, everybody's on lockdown. So people you're not supposed to be going out. Everything's pretty much closed. Okay. Yeah, and if you are just playing for fun, you can just write your answers down on a sheet of paper. And then as I go through the answers at the end, you can check off to see how many that you got correct. Right. Okay. So let's talk about the prize. Now, the team that will get the most answers correct, that has submitted it through the Google form, is going to win the grand prize. And this is a voucher for Secret City Trails. And Secret City Trails is a small company, and they put on self-guided discovery trails where you can discover certain areas of a city, especially London, of course, and you get to discover that part of the city through answering riddles, and which guides you around to different little hidden gems, teaches you about that hidden gem, brings you to some like local watering holes. And it's a really interesting way to find out more about an area that you're in, but doing it totally on your own time and like in a fun and interactive way. So the winning team is going to get a voucher that will be redeemed for one of those trails per person. And you can use that at any point when you, up to 12 months from now, when you eventually come over to London. So we'll make sure that you can definitely use it whenever your trip is going to be. And also you can use it, I guess, in other cities as well. Cool. Okay. Right. So a couple other things. The rules are, obviously you cannot use your phones to Google anything or your laptops to Google anything. I'm trusting you to, I can't tell obviously, but I'm trusting you guys to not cheat and only give your genuine answers. Also, I will be, I'm going to shut off the live chat on Instagram, which is, I'm pointing this way because you guys on live Instagram over here. I'm going to shut that off just because I want to make sure that nobody's like putting answers in, and then it's going to mess up everything. And then we also have somebody who's moderating. Alex is moderating the live chat. So if anybody is like, don't type the answers in, because we'll give you a warning and then we're going to block you, because since we're playing for a prize, we want to make sure we give everybody a fair chance to answer on their own. Right. Okay. So the questions, there are 5 rounds of questions, all different themes, and then each round has 5 questions each. So I will ask the question twice. I'll do it nice and slowly so you can hear it. And then I will, after every section, I will also, or every round, I will also read them through one more time. What else? We'll also take a short break in between rounds, and I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. I'm going to talk about some Eastery UK stuff. I'll tell you about the pint that I'm drinking. If you have a pint with you for this pub quiz, can you please put in the live chat a little pint emoji so I can see that you are also doing that? I know it's very early for some of you. I think I saw someone in California that might be a little bit early for you to be drinking, but also it's not, I'm not judging you if you are, so it's totally fine. Whatever, it's totally fine. It's a weird time, so you do what you have to do. I have somebody on the back end who's going to be, so Carolina is going to be helping with tallying all of the answers for people who submit them. And also she's going to be helping me with any technical stuff. So hopefully everything goes okay. Right. Okay. Oh, Max said that he's on the G and T's. That is very British. I like it. Very good. Marilyn, you're nervous. I'm nervous too. I haven't done a live like this for a very long time, and I've never been a pub quiz master before, so we shall see. Okay, fab. So, shall we get started? Let's do it. Let me just shut off the comments for the Instagram Live. Okay, fabulous. So, the categories are transportation, sightseeing, pop culture and general knowledge, true or false, and food and drink. So 5 questions in each of those, and obviously they're all related to London, of course. Oh, I love how many little pint glass emojis I'm seeing. I'm seeing some Prosecco pop up, some cocktails, some wine. Dan has a little barf face. I prefer wine. I gotcha. I'll drink anything really. It's especially right now. It's totally fine. And Deborah's having coffee in California. That's totally fine. I probably would have had tea because I'm a tea drinker more than a coffee drinker. Okay, fabulous. So let's start with transportation. Okay, question number 1. On London Underground maps, which line is always the color yellow? And again, on London Underground maps, which line is always the color yellow? Okay, number 2. Moderator, can we make sure that we're okay? Number 2, what animal lives in the London Underground? Guys, just a reminder, don't put your answers in the live chat. You're gonna be banned if you put your answers in the live chat because it ruins it for everybody else. Okay, great. Thank you. Right. Again, for number 2, what animal lives in the London Underground? Number 3. What does LHR stand for? And again, what does LHR stand for? Thank you for everyone who's saying no answers in the chat, please. No answers in the chat. Plat cheese. Chat, please. I appreciate it. If you're playing at home and you're not filling out the answers to possibly win the prize, just write your answers down. Don't put them in the chat. Number 4, what color is the London Overground on the London Underground map? Number 4, what color is the London Overground line on the London Underground map? Okay. Jaggerit said, where do you answer? So if you're just playing from at home and you hadn't signed up to enter your team to win the prize, then just write it down yourself, and then we'll go through all the answers at the end, and you can mark off yourself which ones you got right. Number 5. In which century was the London Underground built? In which century was the London Underground built? And that's number 5. Okay. So let's read through that whole round one more time. So number 1 was, on the London Underground map, which line is always the color yellow? Number 2, what animal lives in the London Underground? Number 3, what does LHR stand for? Number 4, what color is the London Overground line on the London Underground map? And number 5, in which century was the London Underground built? I don't think I've ever said the words London Underground so many times in a row so quickly. Okay, great. No, Steve said no answers, only booze. Yes, thank you. Put your booze of choice in the live chat, but not your answers, please. Okay, fab. So we'll take a 2-minute break, and in between, actually, I wanted to. Can you do me a favor and just grab the chocolate egg?
Yes.
Thank you. So Easter is tomorrow, and Easter is a big holiday in the UK, and lots of people celebrate it here. And a lot of there's like, if you're from the US, obviously we do so much Easter candy. Thank you. So much Easter candy, like M&M eggs, and also we dye Easter eggs and things like that. But here they don't really dye Easter eggs. But a huge thing is big chocolate eggs like this. So all of the major chocolate and candy companies will make a chocolate or some type of like candy egg like this, and they're really big, and they come in these big boxes that house them, and it's always like a big thing that a lot of people like will give them to each other. The Easter Bunny brings these big chocolate eggs. I don't know how he or she carries all those eggs, but you know. And so I've had a couple of these already in the last couple of weeks, but if you go to the supermarket right now, you'll see tons and tons and tons of them all around the supermarket, and all different types of chocolate and all different like things that are inside of them. And this is probably my favoriteest Easter thing of all. Okay. Right. Ready for round 2? So round 2 is the sightseeing category. So I'll let you guys get yourself all situated. Make sure you're ready for round 2. Make sure your drinks are topped up. And we'll start with question 1. What is the name of the famous borough that inspired the romantic comedy with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts? I think a lot of you will know this one. It's, I think, an easier one. Again, don't put your answers in the live chat. Instagram, you can't do it anyway. Don't put your answers in the live chat, but just write them down if you're just playing at home on your own, just write them down. So again, number 1, what's the name of the famous borough that inspired the romantic comedy with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts? Okay. I like all your Easter things in the live chat. Cool. Number 2, name London's oldest food market. And that is number 2, name London's oldest food market. No answers in the chat. No answers in the chat. Only put in your drink of choice for the day. Number 3, what's the name of London's first piazza? It's a little trickier, this one. Number 3, what's the name of London's first piazza? George, no answers no attempting to put answers in the chat, please. Number 3. Nope, sorry, we just did number 3. Number 4, name the bridge connecting St. Paul's Cathedral and the Tate Modern. That's a little trickier too, but I think some of you, if you think about it, you'll get this. Name the bridge connecting St. Paul's Cathedral and the Tate Modern. That's number 4. I'll give you a sec. H. London said, I don't know the answers, but I wish I was in London. That's okay. I know. I think everybody wishes they were in London right now, but I'm happy to hear that you're so interested. No answers in the chat, please. Thank you very much. You're going to get a timeout if you put an answer in the chat. Number 5, which park in London is most frequently voted as the best park in London by Londoners? Number 5, again, which park in London is most frequently voted as the best park in London by Londoners? Okay, so let me read all those out one more time for the sightseeing category, and this is the second round. Number 1, what's the name of the famous borough that inspired the romantic comedy with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts? Number 2, name London's oldest food market. Number 3, what's the name of London's first piazza? Number 4, name the bridge connecting St. Paul's Cathedral and the Tate Modern. And number 5, which park in London is voted most frequently as the best park in London by Londoners? Cool. Right, so that's the end of round 2, and we'll have a quick little break. And I want to talk about quickly Secret City Trail. So they very generously have donated the voucher for the winning team. And what's great is that we're so happy to tell you guys about them because they're a small business and obviously they're in travel. And just like every other business in the travel industry right now, they're significantly struggling, just like me, just like the airlines, just like everybody. So we're so happy to tell you about them. It's also really interesting what they offer. So I'm going to tell you about one of the trails that I think would be really cool to do, and it's called London's Barbican. So it's called London's Barbican Architecture and Life. And the Barbican is located in East London. It's this really cool cultural arts center. They also have this amazing conservatory that you can visit. They put on shows, they have art galleries. So the description of this trail is, as you follow our mysterious directions to different locations, you'll unlock the Barbican's curious stories, fascinating history, and architectural insights. You will discover that there is more to this area than its robust buildings. After giving your brain a workout and working up an appetite, we'll provide you with recommendations for tasty food and refreshing drinks. And the Barbican is just such a really interesting building because it's brutalist architecture. So it's like not very pretty, but then also it's just, if you actually look at it, it's very interesting and very really cool to just kind of study for yourself. So yeah, great. Okay, fab. So, Steven said, every round I'm realizing how much I don't know. That's okay. That's how I feel at all pub quizzes. And even if they ask questions and I'm like, I know this, but I just can't, it just is not coming into my head right now. And then someone else says the answer that's on my team. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. I knew that. So don't worry. That's totally fine. All right, so let's go on to round number 3. And this is the pop culture and general knowledge round. I'll let everybody take a sip of whatever drink they're having right now. I will have one as well. I'm going to tell you about this one in the next round. Or no, right before the final round, I'll tell you what I'm drinking. Okie doke. Bartek said, I'm on shot number ... What question are we on? I've been there. Not this time. Okay, pop culture and general knowledge. Question number 1. Which London play is the longest running production in history? This is a good one. Number 1, which London play is the longest running production in history? If you know I think if you're like a theater person, you'll know that one. I am not, so I didn't actually know that one. Number 2, what is the name of the tunnel connecting Paris to London? Number 2, what's the name of the tunnel connecting Paris to London? And a reminder again, don't put your answers in the live chat. You'll get a timeout. We don't want no answers, no answers. Moderator, please feel free to just to hide people who are not listening to the instructions. Yeah, okay. Okay, number 3. Where can you find the famous Harry Potter platform 9 3/4? I think a lot of you are going to know this one. Number 3, where can you find the famous Harry Potter platform 9 3/4? Yes, a timeout, H. London. There's we can give people timeouts so that we don't have to fully ban them, but then they get the idea. Okay, number 4. What is the name of the Grand Slam tournament happening in London every summer? Number 4. What is the name of the Grand Slam tournament that happens in London every summer? I have been to that multiple times. It is such good fun, and sadly, it's not happening this year. But we'll go. We'll go back another year. We'll go next year. It'll be great. And we'll appreciate it that much more. Okay. Number 5. In what area is the bronze statue of the British singer Amy Winehouse located? Again, in what area is the bronze statue of the British singer Amy Winehouse located? Cool. Okay, let me read those through one more time. Oh, happy birthday, Theo. I hope you're having a lovely birthday. We're having beautiful weather here today. Actually, this whole weekend is going to be really nice, though. I hope that you guys are also having nice, beautiful weather. So I'll read through those again for pop culture. Number 1, which London play is the longest running production in history? Number 2, what is the name of What is the name of the tunnel connecting Paris to London? Number 3, where can you find the famous Harry Potter platform 9 3/4? Number 4, what is the name of the Grand Slam tournament that happens in London every summer? And number 5, in what area is the bronze statue of the British singer Amy Winehouse located? So that would be an area or like the neighborhood. What part of the city? Okay, that is round 2 finished. Oh, I love all the happy birthdays to Theo. Fabulous. I wonder if anyone else's birthday is today. If it is, happy birthday. Okay, so let me tell you about one more secret city trail that I recommend for whoever wins the grand prize. It's called London's Peckham, Arty Adventure, and Multicultural Mystery. And I forgot to copy and paste to put the actual description in. So Peckham is a really cool and interesting area. If you've seen my video about areas you should visit that are really cool, but you've probably never heard of, I believe Peckham's in the second one, and we cover it a little bit, but it's kind of similar to how Shoreditch is, but it's in South London, and it's really cool and eclectic. There's a bit of street art there. They have some really interesting projects where they've revitalized car parks and old buildings and turned them into studios where small businesses can have who can sell things and put on exhibitions, and there's art and music studios. And then there's also, this area is so good for rooftop bars. And you guys know I love a rooftop bar. So Peckham's a good area that's like off the beaten path, but definitely worth a visit. And the Secret City Trail that covers Peckham, if you do that when you get there, it would be like a really good way to discover the area on your own terms, but also actually learn about what is around you and discover hidden gems that you probably would have walked right past. Okay, how's everybody doing? I'm going to take a sip of my beer. Sherlock Holmes LA said I was supposed to be visiting London right now for 4 weeks, but unfortunately I'm stuck in Los Angeles. Yes, I think we're all stuck places. That is sad, but you will get here eventually. I know it. So and Bartek said, I think it is quirky and cool, which I think here she is talking about Peckham. Yes, it's very cool and very quirky. Hello from Russia. Oh, amazing. Okay, so I'll give you guys like a few more seconds and then we're going to get on to round 4. We're flying through this. I hope I'm not going too fast. Pete said, question 7, when will people stop putting the answers? LOL. I'm really glad I have my moderator, Alex, helping. And Leon said, I'm drinking water. Haha, very healthy. That's okay. I'm happy to hear you're staying healthy, being smart. It's 6:26 here now. So for me, I'm like, the day's almost done. And after this, whatever. But I'm trying to like keep this as authentic as possible because if you do a pub quiz, everybody's going to be drinking. That's the whole point, is that they know Londoners. As long as I get them into the pub, they'll drink. So that's why they do the pub quizzes and then they offer prizes and it's a fun thing. And Londoners like to have like something easygoing to do on a weekday, which although it can get pretty rowdy, but that's how it goes. Okay. So this round is called true or false. So, okay. Oh my gosh, 177 people on here now. That's awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying it. True or false. So obviously I'm going to read a statement off and then you will say if the statement is true or if it's false. Pretty self-explanatory. Another reminder, don't put your answers in the live chat, just write them down for yourself. Or if you had signed up to be entered to win the prize, then use the, obviously just, you've been putting the answers into the Google form already, I'm sure of it. So, okay. So number 1. Big Ben is a clock tower standing next to the Palace of Westminster. Is that true or false? Again, Big Ben is a clock tower standing next to the Palace of Westminster. And that was number 1. True or false? Number 2. London black cab drivers have to memorize every street in the city before they can get behind the wheel of a taxi. And the name of that test that they take is called the knowledge. So again, number 2, London black cab drivers have to memorize every street in the city before they can get behind the wheel of a taxi. And the name of the test they must take is called the knowledge. Is that true or false? Suzanne, I'm glad you think this is fun. Yay, thank you. Yes, Philip, it's just the answers are just true or false. So you just have to, the statement I read out, is it true or is it false? Number 3, over 100 people died during the Great Fire of London in 1666. Getting a little historic on you. Number 3, again, over 100 people died during the Great Fire of London in 1666. And is that true or false? Don't put your answers in live chat. Number 4, Shakespeare was born in London. That's it. Number 4, Shakespeare was born in London. Sophia said hi from South Africa. I love South Africa. I was hoping to go early next year. Hopefully it's still in the books. Number 5, in London, like the rest of the United Kingdom, people drive on the left side of the road. I don't know if that's easy or not, actually. In London, like the rest of the United Kingdom, people drive on the left side of the road. Okay. That was it. So I will read off those one more time. True or false? Number 1, Big Ben is a clock tower standing next to the Palace of Westminster. Number 2, London black cab drivers have to memorize every street in the city before they can get behind the wheel of a taxi. And the name of the test that they have to take is the knowledge. Number 3, over 100 people died in the Great Fire of London in 1666. Number 4, Shakespeare was born in London. Number 5, in London, like the rest of the United Kingdom, people drive on the left side of the road. Cool. Okay, so that is round 4 finished. I hope you guys heard everything okay. It's all good, right? Fab. Great. So we'll take a couple-minute break. During that break, you can go use the toilet, or you can take a break, refill your drink, and I'll tell you about the drink that I'm having. So I had originally planned for this to pick up at the shop. I wanted to research a British beer to pick up so I could tell you a little bit about the history of it. But I went to the shop yesterday and I kind of forgot. So the only beer that I had was this Brooklyn Lager, which obviously is not from London or the UK. It is made in Brooklyn, but I did actually research it last night to see what the story was behind this. Because I'm sure it's very popular in the US, obviously in New York, but it is also quite popular over here in London. Like, a lot of people will see it on tap and choose to get that when they are at the pub. So I did look up the story behind Brooklyn Lager, and it turns out actually it was founded by 2 guys in the 90s, and one of the guys, they both were into home brewing, and that's how they kind of got the idea to start their own brewery. But one of the guys got into home brewing because he had worked in London in the 80s, and he was trying to recreate the beers that he had when he was in London. So it still ties to London. It worked out very well. I didn't plan that. But yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting considering, we're doing all London-y stuff. So Noreen said she loves Brooklyn beer is awesome. My husband and I go to their brewery whenever we can. Oh, because she's in New Jersey. Amazing. And cheers to you guys. And Simon said, hi, Jess, do you plan on doing a pub quiz each Saturday during lockdown? So we're going to see how this one goes. And then maybe not every Saturday, but we might try to do every other Saturday, or we will see how this one goes. And we are hoping to maybe do some more in the future. So thank you for asking. Okay. Are we ready for the final round? This is going faster than I thought. I hope I'm not reading too fast. Cool. Hello, Instagram, by the way. I see you over there. I know I'm looking at this screen because that's the YouTube stream, but I see you guys over there too. Oh, Brendan. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Brendan gave me a super chat and he said, I love your channel. I'm moving to London this fall. Oh, that's so exciting. That's great. I'm sure you've seen, but I have tons of videos about moving to London on my channel. So if you haven't watched them, I've been told they've been very helpful. So I actually always I get a lot of people, bartenders, that I'll go to the bar, to a pub, and there's foreigners that are working there, and they'll be like, oh my God, I watched your channel before I moved to London. It's so cool. I've only gotten one free round of drinks, but it's okay. It's, it's totally fine. But yeah, so that will help. But thank you so much, Brendan. That's really kind of you to do that. Okay, so let's go and do the final round. So the final round is food and drink, which if you have watched my channel, that's my favorite topic and thing to talk about. So let's start with number 1. What famous cocktail containing coffee was invented in London? Number 1, what famous cocktail containing coffee was invented in London? I think that's an easy one, but Sarky, you, 5 pounds. Thank you so much. That's so nice. And keep it up. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. That's really nice. Unnecessary, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's really kind. Number 2, what are the 2 main food items served at afternoon tea? And I have a hint for this one. One of them is sweet and one of them is savory. So again, number 2, what are the 2 main food items served at afternoon tea? One of them is sweet and one of them is savory. Okay. Number 3. What's the traditional British dish containing a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage covered in breadcrumbs? And again, reminder, don't put your answers in the live chat, please. Number 3, what's the traditional British dish consisting of a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage covered in breadcrumbs? That's a tough one, I think. I don't think that they talk about, everyone knows like fish and chips and I think sausage, bangers and mash, but this one's a little bit tougher. I don't think it's talked about as much. I personally don't like it. Even when I was a non-veggie, I still didn't really like them very much. Number 4, what is a well-loved and iconic British dessert, especially famous for being served up at Wimbledon? This is, I think, a tougher one. We'll have to see who gets this. What is a well-loved and iconic British dessert, especially famous for being served up at Wimbledon? Okay. And number 5, which famous British dish was traditionally served wrapped in a newspaper? Number 5, which famous British dish was traditionally served wrapped in a newspaper? Okay, I'll read through those one more time. No answers in the live chat, please. Number 1 is what famous cocktail containing coffee was invented in London? Number 2, what are the 2 main food items served at afternoon tea? One is sweet and one is savory. Number 3, what's the traditional British dish consisting of a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage covered in breadcrumbs? Number 4, what is a well-loved and iconic British dessert, especially famous for being served up at Wimbledon? And number 5, which famous, I keep messing that up, which famous British dish was traditionally served wrapped in a newspaper? Okay, so that was the final round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 10, I'll give you 30 seconds, and I'm not sure how I'm going to measure 30 seconds. I'll just, here we go. Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much. Bartek sent £5. This is great. Keep them coming. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, 2 5-pound, I think 2 5-pounders. That's so nice. Thank you so much. That is really that's so kind of you guys to do that. I wanted to just do this for fun. We've been trying to figure out what we can keep doing for you guys. Obviously it's quite tough because everyone's in different positions of if they're planning their trip and what they're doing, and everyone's same for us. We're just trying to keep things going. So we're just happy you're here. So thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. So if you're playing at home and you had signed up to put your answers in to be entered to win, so you have the link to that form where you put your answers in, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. How do I do this on my phone? 30 more seconds to do that. So you have to submit it within the next 30 seconds because then Carolina is going to be starting to go through and tallying up the answers for everybody. And then she's going to tell me which team won. So then I can reveal that to you. Okay? So you have 15 seconds. 13, 12. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Carson, I'm glad that you're having fun. Thank you so much. Marilyn said, this is so fun. Thank you, Marilyn. Jessica, hello. Loved this. Helps with the extended wait due to rescheduling my trip. Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping. So I'm really happy that you said that. And Marilyn said, my first pub quiz. Amazing. Okay, almost. Oh, the timer's actually stopped. I didn't even hear it. So, okay. Submit your answers, and that's it. Then Carolina's going to start to tally everything up, and we'll know who won. But I'm going to read through the answers so everybody can know what they were. And you can, if you're playing at home, just so you can tally to see which ones that you got right. Okay. So transportation, that was round 1. So number 1, on the London Underground map, which line is always colored yellow? and that is the Circle Line. The Circle Line. Number 2, what animal lives in the London Underground? And that would be mice. We also accept mouses? Mouse. We accept the singular as well. That will be fine. So mice, there's not as much as New York, I think, or at least they're not as visible, but they do. I have seen a couple of cute little ones scurry around. They're much cuter than in New York. Number 3, what does LHR stand for? And that is London Heathrow Airport. And that's the 3-letter code for London Heathrow. Number 4, what color is the London Overground on the Underground map? And that is orange. So the London Overground line is always the color orange. Number 5, in which century was the London Underground built? And that was the 19th century. So how have we done so far? Put it in the live chat. Bartek said, my girlfriend in Germany did all the answers. So if Amelia wins, I win. Okay, I like how that works. Ooh, that was my phone. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, you can actually talk about the answers now. I'm not going to say don't put your answers in live chat anymore. It's okay. 5 out of 5 for loads of people. Awesome. Did I make this too easy? Oh, we'll see. It's only the first round. Firmly on track with the transport round. Love it. Lucian said only 2 points, but whatever. That's okay. Still a few more rounds. Fabulous. Okay, don't worry. Like I said, when I do pub quizzes, I usually do very poorly. Do not judge yourself, I promise. Okay, the second round is sightseeing. Number 1, what's the name of the famous borough that inspired the romantic comedy with Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts? And that would be Notting Hill. Yes, rats is okay. Rats, we accept rats for the mice and rats. That's okay. Number 2, name London's oldest food market, and that would be Borough Market. I feel like probably a lot of you guys would have gotten that one. You guys you're funny in the comments. Number 3, what's the name of London's first piazza? And that would be Covent Garden. It's Covent Garden Piazza was the first piazza in the city. Number 4, name the bridge connecting St. Paul's Cathedral and Tate Modern. And that would be the Millennium Bridge. Number 5, which park in London is most frequently voted as the best park in London by Londoners? And that would be Victoria Park, which I imagine some of you already know that because you saw my video guide to Victoria Park. It's such a lovely park there. What was number 2? Number 2 was name London's oldest food market, and that was Borough Market. Fabulous. Awesome. So people seem to be saying they thought they would have done better. They thought they would have done worse, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's the fun of it. Okay, let's move on to pop culture and general knowledge. And that is the third round. So the first question was, which London play is the longest running production in history? And that is The Mousetrap. I think, yeah, The Mousetrap. Number 2, what is the name of the tunnel connecting Paris to London? And that is the Eurotunnel. Number okay. Okay, don't worry, guys. I'm sure right. Okay. We will be accepting very similar answers, so don't worry. Number 3, no. Yeah, number 3, where can you find the famous Harry Potter platform 9 3/4? And that would be King's Cross Station. I think anyone who's watched Harry Potter knows that or has read the books. Number 4, what is the name of the Grand Slam tournaments happening in London during the summer, every summer? And that's Wimbledon. Number 5 is, in what area is the bronze statue of the British singer Amy Winehouse located? And that would be Camden Town, or Camden. Camden works as well. Right. Good. So the Notting Hill thing, yeah, I said borough, but obviously the movies. Did you know the movie? Obviously the movie's called Notting Hill, but yeah. That's fine. I think, yeah, the movie's called Notting Hill, so I think, I don't know. Sorry if that was confusing. I apologize. I could have written that better, but we'll figure it out. Right. Okay. Sightseeing. Nope, we did that one. Pop culture and general knowledge. Number 1, which London? Nope, we did that. True or false now? Here we go. Okay. True or false? Big Ben is a clock tower standing next to the Palace of Westminster. And that would be false. And that's because Big Ben is not the name of the clock tower. Big Ben is the name of the bell that's inside the clock tower. The clock tower is called the Elizabeth Tower. Number 2. London black cab drivers have to memorize every street in the city before they can get behind the wheel of a taxi, and the name of the test they take is called the knowledge. And the answer to that is true. Number 3, over 100 people died during the Great Fire of London in 1666, and the answer is false. Only 6 people died, but there was massive destruction in terms of architecture and infrastructure. So that is false for number 3. Number 4, Shakespeare was born in London, and that is false. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon. And number 5, in London, like the rest of the United Kingdom, people drive on the left side of the road, and that would be true. Okay, how we doing? Fabulous. Okay, have a quick drink. I'm going to have a drink. I am going to have a drink as well. Don't worry about the borough thing. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We will figure it out, I promise. Right. Okay. Food and drink, the final round. Number 1. What famous cocktail containing coffee was invented in London? And that is the espresso martini. Oh, Adam. Oh, thank you for the £5, Adam. That's really kind. Love your channel. Good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you, especially with everything going on right now. I appreciate that. Guys, don't worry. We're just trying to have a little bit of fun. We'll figure it out. Like, we're just having a little bit of fun. Let's not try to go get too worried and stressed out about the semantics of every single question. Okay. Right. Food and drink. Number 1, what famous cocktail containing coffee was in London? That was the espresso martini. Number 2, what are the 2 main food items served at afternoon tea? And that would be scones and sandwiches. Number 3, what's the traditional British dish consisting of a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage covered in breadcrumbs? And that is a Scotch egg. If you got that one, I will be very impressed. That is a difficult one. Yeah, Ian said a typical pub quiz with debates over the answers. Yes, that's true. That does always happen. Number 4, what is a well-loved and iconic British dessert, especially famous for being served at Wimbledon? And that is strawberries and cream. It's very summery. It's very nice. Oh, Stephen got Scotch egg. Bianca got the Scotch egg. Erin got Scotch egg. Great. Oh, fantastic. And then finally, number 5, which famous British dish was traditionally served wrapped in a newspaper? I feel like this is an easier one. This is fish and chips. Okay, right. So that was everything. So we might need to give Carolina a couple more minutes to tally up the rest of the points. But let me know in the comments how you did. I want to see. 2 points. That's okay, Noreen. Some of them, it just depends on if you've been to London before, how much you read up on things, and you're not going to know everything. Jay Godfrey, 17 out of 25. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's probably better than I always do at pub quizzes. Don't worry. Claire got 23 out of 25. Wow. Amazing. Jamie, 22 out of 25. Elle got 4 out of 5 on the last one, including the Scotch egg. Yay, amazing. Taylor got 19 out of 25. Michelle, 23 out of 25. Amazing. So also, I didn't explain this. If we have more than one team that's tied for the prize, then Carolina's putting all the team names into the randomizer, and it will randomly pick the team that will win the Secret City Trails voucher. 25 out of 25, just kidding, said Sherlock Holmes. Pizza, I need to down my pint. I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. Maybe after this, we'll see. I'm going to slowly sip and try to be a respectable person. I don't need to be hungover for Easter tomorrow. So everyone take another quiz to celebrate the tally of the quiz. I like that, Woo Shock. Amazing. Thank you, Sarah, for your kind words. Down the pint. Marilyn said she got 10 out of 25. Brian got 19 out of 25. Philip said, thanks, Jess. Great fun. Oh, I'm glad you guys have found it fun. Vito said 25 out of 25, but I used to live in London. Okay, that's still pretty good. I think there's a couple of them. So Carolina helped me write these, and a couple of them I didn't know. I don't think I knew The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie. I know of that play, but I didn't know that was the longest running play in history. That's crazy. Jules said, great fun for morning tea time in California. Amazing. Oh, I wish I was in California. Oh, must be so nice. I mean, it's sunny, nice and sunny here as well. So Suzanne said, got to look at Victoria Park. Yes. So I have a video on Victoria Park, and actually Carolina, who is helping to do all the tallying of the scores, is in that video because she knows that park super well. And she's the one who introduced it to me and was like, you have to come and see it because it's quite far away from where I live. So it's not like an easy journey for me to get to. And I have some really lovely parks by where I live as well. So I wanted her to be in the video because she's a local and she knows the area super well. And we had such a nice time filming. It was so much fun. It was a beautiful day. And they have this great market on Sundays, which actually it'll be featured in my video coming out on Thursday. That is, it's just like, it's so good. You can get like groceries and veggies and fruits and stuff, or you can get total meals that are totally made for lunch. And I have a place I go to that does vegan cheese, and it's like such good vegan cheese that you can literally just have it on a cracker. And it's like, oh, it's so nice. It's called I Am Not Okay. So cute. John gave $4.99. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like, you honestly, it's like so unnecessary, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoyed it and had fun. I think, okay, let's see. Right. Lorena said she saw The Mousetrap when they were in London on their honeymoon in 2017. Amazing. Okay, so we have a winner. Drum roll, please. I can't drum roll with my pint. Okay, the team that has won is #Fake Londoners. Yay! Good job, guys. Amazing. So, there wasn't a tie. So you guys got the most points out of all the teams. Fantastic. So we have Fake Londoners, we have your email address. So we'll shoot you an email on Monday with info on how we get you your voucher. But my team is working very hard. We're supposed to have off yesterday and today, obviously. So I want to give them a break, but we'll send it to you on Monday and give you all the info. So, and also Team Sveniware, I'm not sure she wrote that right. Team Sveniware just missed it by 1 point. But great job, guys. That was you did a great job. And lots of congratulations coming up in live chat. Oh, amazing. Oh, Philip said sounds like they're not that fake. Yeah, I think they must actually be Londoners, maybe. We'll see. But that's cool that they joined in as well. That's awesome. And also, the Lausanne Quarantiners were also tied for second as well. So you guys did fantastic too. Good job. Oh man, that's really good. And yeah, like Carolina said that there was quite a few teams that did really well. So congratulations. Have yourself an extra drink, kind of on me. And this is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I think we covered everything. If you took any pictures or like videos of us doing the pub quiz, then and if you share it on Instagram, please make sure you tag at Love in London. And if you want to use our hashtag, you can use that as well. And I hope that you enjoyed this live pub quiz. And when you do actually get to London, that you get to do an actual pub quiz when you get here. Loads of pubs do them. They're happening all the time. Oh, fantastic. Well done. Nice quiz. Stressful for all of us. LOL, said Pete. Stressful for me too. I don't like being yelled at. It's all right. I know everyone's just really wanted the prize, so that's good. And thank you to Secret City Trails for the voucher. Please do check them out for when you eventually get over to London or when you do any of your travels, because they have Secret City Trails in tons of cities all over the world. So, and thank you for all these kind comments. Simon said, brilliant channel. Great job promoting London, all it has to offer. I miss exploring the capital. Me too, Simon, but we'll get back there. Don't worry, we'll get back. And everyone, please stay safe. Congratulations to the winners and to the runners-up. That is also fantastic as well. And we will let you know if we're going to have another one of these. You'll see it all over our social medias, and we'll email our email list and everything. So take care, everybody. Have a lovely Easter and whatever you celebrate. Passover, everything. And take care, stay safe, stay at home, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, everyone.